UBA YouTube channel. I'm back again, Michael here for the Get Closer with the Trainer. Now, beside me, we already have the special trainer from Brunei. Okay, Miss Mawar, hello.
Hello.
How are you today?
I'm doing alright. How are you?
Great.
That's great to hear.
Okay, so first thing that I want tell you is I'm gonna ask you some questions.
Sure.
And then definitely all our friends out there also questioning about Dual EMBA Workshop, and then you are one of the trainer for those workshops. Could you please tell me what you've been doing currently?
Aside from just doing a lecture, what I do is I'm actually the co-founder of a leading training institution in Brunei.
Oh,
Okay, so we train on the technical vocational side.
oh wow.
All right, and it's called Syarikat, Pakar, Tenaga, Bersatu, which is PTB in short. I'm also the regional director for Nisai Brunei, which is a subsidiary of a company called Nisai Group Limited, which is based in the United Kingdom.
Oh wow, that's very impressive. So jump to the next question, okay? What was your topic that you had delivered on the Dual EMBA workshop?
The topic I delivered was called Power and Influence.
Oh, that's really interesting.
Yes.
Could you please tell me a bit about power and influence?
Okay. Power and influence is basically always synonymous when it comes to anything to do with leadership. Without power and influence, it doesn't show you what and how effective the leadership is. So during the course itself, the session, the lecture that we did, we first started with understanding what power and influence was. From there on, then we started looking at basically the skills of what a quality leader should have. And this included other things that comes about with it, such as influencing skills, tactics that leaders should use in a way to have that degree of persuasion and let's just say convincing of stakeholders around them, you know, what they are delivering or selling,
Yes.
or whatever they're conveying
Okay.
is something which could be accepted.
Oh,
Right? We've also looked into what stakeholder analysis was, so identifying your stakeholders and then basically overcoming any concerns that the stakeholders would have, and also, you know, overcoming any challenges that could come in play and is of concerns, you know, for each and every one of the stakeholders that there are.
Wow.
Yes, we also did. It was good because we did an interactive, sessions. There was a few interactive sessions with the course participants. So we allowed them to do some exercises. We allowed them to more or less reflect or basically share their ideas, right?
Yeah.
And share their points and views across forward, and and also encourage that group interaction that they, between and amongst all the participants. It was great because, I think we ended it with let's just say a group discussion, then a presentation, just, how they can deal anything, not only on the theoretic side that we actually went through and elaborated further, but then using it and applying it on a practical basis. So they had a bit of role playing also that came into play.
Wow, that's really, really great. So you guys can hear that you really want create all those students and prepare the students to be the future leaders. But came up with the power and influence you've been mentioning quite many times about leadership. Is it the power and influence also can be used for those who are not a leader?
Okay. We talked about this, there was one question that we actually posed to all the participants, are leaders born leaders? Are they born with all these attributes as being a leader, or is something that you have to nurture?
Okay.
And I think one of the things, the takeaway that we got from this is not everyone are born with the natural abilities,
Exactly.
but then, I think it's also kind of like a study that has been done where 2/3 are actually nurtured. So in other words, what it's saying is everyone can acquire those skills, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So, there are skills and attributes that you can actually learn and,
So definitely
learn.
I can be a leader.
Yes.
Wow. So the next question is, what do you want, or what is your wish actually for the students after they attend the workshop?
Okay, my wish would be that we've given them the theoretical aspects of
Yeah.
and the understanding and the management tools of effective leadership, through power and influence. But we've also made it in such a way we made them understand also the practical aspects of it. So from all of those things, we hope that whatever the tools we've given, whatever the information that we've shared, they can actually bring this, use this, and apply this in their everyday business.
Wow, that's really, really great. And I also saw how you deliver the materials through the workshop, and then it's really, really amazing, and then
Thank
it's
you.
really interesting. Okay, so jump to the next question is, then how you get to know about UBA?
It's interesting because UBA, I know the CEO, Dr. Shirley, and we met through an acquaintance.
I think that Dr. Sherry also have a lot of fans because everyone
Oh,
keep
yes.
mentioning about her name.
Definitely. I'm sure I'm also one of her fans.
Oh, wow. Dr.
So-
Sherry, you watch this.
All right. So yes, and it's through those acquaintances we met. It was only that we met last February, but
Last February, didn't you?
yes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so it's only this year, and yet we got on well, right? And it was nice because then let's just say it's part of the branching of our networks and the branching of good relationships that come with it.
That's the power of networking.
Yes, that's the power of networking.
Okay. So, and then the last question is, why you finally decided to be the trainer of this workshop with UBA?
I think one decision actually falls on the fact of what PTB actually nurtures. In such a way, how between my husband and myself, my husband's the founder of PTB, right? We've always thought of giving back. So whatever experiences that we've gained after all the years that we've been working and all the years that we've been having the interaction with people, that we thought in a way it's, that knowledge shouldn't be just kept within ourselves.
Yes.
So whatever opportunity that there is, right, our intention is always to give back. And our intention is always to nurture or educate and knowledge share. If you look into basically PTB's motto itself, because our motto is basically to inspire people, to inspire them, empower them with whatever that we've given. So hopefully it's means of motivation for them to be able to step up with a lot of things and also their livelihoods, okay, and intentions whatsoever. On my side, I would like to say, a big thank you to Dr. Shirley, and also for UBA for actually giving me the opportunity to be able to also provide some one or two words.
Okay, so that's all, guys. Thank you for Miss Mawar.
Thank you.
For coming and doing the question and answer. I hope to see you again.
On my side, I would like to say a big thank you to Dr. Shirley, and also for UBA for actually giving me the opportunity to be able to also provide some one or two words.
So please say goodbye to our friends. Bye bye.
Bye.
See you on the next video.